Hello, good evening. How are you? Good evening, everybody. Hello, Angie. Hello, Mike. Jaya. Kate, how are you doing? A few minutes late. Lost track of time. I was in the shower. How is everybody doing? You're surviving. You've got the flu. No way. There's a lot of that going around. Alan, hello. How are you? Good evening, Rachel. Wow, there's a stranger. Are you all right, Rachel? Yeah. Hope you're feeling better soon, Jaya. Alan. So, what have we all been up to? Have we all been working hard, doing our day jobs? I know for those of you that watch the lives over on TikTok when Tony's doing the free tarot reading or the Zena card testing, he hasn't been on this week. Don't think he will be either. He is moving house. He's got the keys to his new house. I'll be going to pay a visit tomorrow to help him move some stuff. So if you're wondering where Tony is on TikTok, he is moving house basically. Yeah, Callum is doing good. He got the keys today, and has obviously been moving stuff across in his car. But I believe he's hiring a removal company, a truck, to take his stuff at the weekend. So it could be another location for lives. Not sure yet. Did you see that video I've just put up? I've just put a video up with Twin Paranormal's equipment, what they use, debunking that. If you haven't seen it, go have a look at it and let me know what you think. If there's any equipment that you don't know about and you may be thinking, I want to buy that, but I'm not sure if it's any good for the job, just let us know and we'll hopefully stay in the right direction. You just watched it, Mike. Hello, D. Exciting times. Cool. I think the biggest thing is with this paranormal equipment is especially the DR60, the Panasonic. For those of you that know that what I'm talking about, it's a voice recorder basically. Cost about $19.99 when it was first made. Now you'll be lucky to get one for $1,000, but they're really not worth it. You need to go and watch the video. It's just because all the TV shows are using them. So people think they're good. They're not. They say, oh, we always get responses on them. No, you don't. You need to watch the video I've done and it'll all make sense. I'm not a stranger, says Rachel. So while I'm doing this, I've got a new fidget toy. You've probably seen these things. Push these things down. I can't keep my hands still. Kate's subscribed to the YouTube account. Didn't get around to everyone else just yet. Thank you very much, Kate. We do appreciate it. You will not be disappointed, especially when the Annabelle Project episode 7 gets up there. It is a bit behind because we've had to change location to no fault of our own, although I'll get the blame for it. The DR60. Yes. I don't have one and I don't intend to get one. The video will make sense. I mean, it is one of the worst out there, to be honest. You're going to miss his apartment, but you're sure it's for the best. Yeah, he's obviously upgraded to a bigger house, and he can get all his stuff in it. Dedicating a room to, it's like a studio. Tony is a musician. He can play the drums and the guitar, but half of it's going to be like a studio, like a sound studio, and the other half is going to be kitted out. We've got desks and stuff. What we're doing, like a PSI room. So where we do all the editing and things like that. You got Tyler the Cube fidget toy. It's so addictive. Trying to get it back into the queue can be frustrating. I think I've seen them. Is that what are on TikTok? Oh, you meant Mike, but you subscribed to me as well. Oh, sorry. No worries. When was the vid done on Twin Paranormal? I thought I was cool. I've only just uploaded it up about 20 minutes before this live. That's why I was a bit late, because I was jumping in the shower and I lost track of time as it was uploaded. So it's only just gone up. If there's anything you don't understand on it, just leave a message in the comment section and I'll try and explain it a bit better. Not actually spending a video calling them out for being fake. We all know they're fake. What I'm doing is rather debunking the equipment, what they use. And when it goes off, you know what they're like. They call everything a demon, or it's demonic, or it's a skinwalker. So I needed to do a video on the equipment and debunk them, basically. It's one area I can actually cover because I know quite a bit about equipment. Hello, Rough Dog. How are you doing, sir? You're looking forward to the next Annabelle project and you're enjoying the debunks and reviews. Excellent. In a month or a couple of months, it's going to be spring. So hopefully we're getting out and about again. We've got some locations in mind. You're happy for him. Excellent. I'll let him know. SR Spookfest, hello. How are you? What's up, son? I had a weird shadow figure on the beach the other night. He shows up before the storms next morning. Big storm. Said to be a sailor that died in a shipwreck. And now he warns of incoming storms. All right. Is that the story? Is that like an urban legend around your area, or is that an actual story, sort of? I mean, if you know the area and it's possible that it happens all the time, it would be cool to set a few trail cams up to see if you can capture that on camera. Oh, what is that? I've just missed something. You bought him the proper branded. What are you saying, Rachel? I've bought the cheap stuff. They'll do the same thing. You can't just push them in. And he has a bunch of fidget toys. He goes for futuristic looking ones, or he plays with butterfly knives. I'm kind of like that with like I've got nunchucks because I was into the martial arts. I've smashed so many light bulbs and damaged my knees, my head. I hit my head a lot with them. I just sit there giving it all. It's just kind of, I think it's because the mind is always active and you need to be doing something with your hands. Spooky Dookie's review. Happy New Year to you. Much light and love. Cool, you'll watch it. Cool D, go over and when you get a chance and watch it. You're watching the Master Snooker. I will watch it after. Excellent, Callum. I don't really watch the snooker. I think I used to when I was a lot younger. Matt, hello. How are you? You got some hits on the REM pod, SR Spookfest, but he was packing up. Or when he was packing up, turned around and could see someone standing there for over 3 seconds and just gone. It just took off. That was a similar experience to what we've had at the Delapole site, the old, what's it, it's abandoned because the buildings have been leveled now. It's just, there's been woodland grow over an old mental asylum, what is in our city, or on the outskirts of it. And we have seen figures basically like gliding across, and we never can get them on camera. It's a nightmare. Currently watching the Conjuring films and on to Annabelle. Cool, Kate. Yeah, the good. I like the Conjuring films, but I mean, they are obviously just entertainment. They are very, very loosely based on the Warren investigations, and we do know about that because both Tony and I are members of the Warren Foundation. Set your camera up. Oh yeah, all right. SR Spookfest. It's up to you because obviously you don't want it getting stolen. But if you've got a trail cam, just try and hide it somewhere where it can't be seen. You never know. You may capture something. You ordered the branded one, because TikTok wouldn't have arrived in time for Christmas. All right, okay, Rachel. Mike Williams, thank you so much. He has gifted one PSI membership to somebody. Who got that then? I don't know who gets them. SR Spookfest. Cool. I think it just chooses it randomly. That's really kind, Mike. Thanks so much. What am I like? I seem like I can do a lot of things, and yes, your hubby needs to keep his hand busy. He plays guitar too, so nunchucks. I imagine your knees took some battering. They're cool. Yeah, they did. I also kind of play guitar very badly, but I've got 4, 5, 6. I've got 8 electric and 1 acoustic. Here's one I made earlier. I actually built this from scratch. It's a Fender. That's the one I built, and it's like these Strat covered in dust at the minute. But I actually hand built that one, and it's got some hand wound pickups in it and everything. Your husband will know about stuff like that. Much respect to all channels providing in-depth information on devices and actual paranormal research. Spooky Dookies reviews. Yeah, I thought it'd make a change because I know obviously there's quite a few debunking channels now. Some big ones, some small ones. We're not actually a debunking channel. We are paranormal investigators, but we can debunk because it's part of the job. You need to be able to figure things out. So I thought it'd make a bit of a difference to put videos in there explaining the equipment and maybe saying why it's good or why it's bad. And at the same time, it's kind of debunking these fakers as well. Nunchuck are cool. Definitely recommend the foam train. Yeah, I use the training ones. I've got some I built myself, obviously. Some oak ones. They hurt like a twat when you get hit on the head with them. If you get used to them, the proper ones will leave you black and blue. Yeah, they certainly do. The only thing is with the foam nunchuck, I found the cord between them is not long enough. There's a royal shipwreck right off the coast of the beach from the 1700s. It was just found last year. Cannons and the old wooden ship is being excavated on as soon as I stop filming that. All right. Well, that'll be cool, won't it? That's one of them times you want one of them RC little sub things with a camera on. You send it down. Depending how deep it is, obviously. Oh, no. Skipped a few of these comments. I can understand you're usually dressed only from the waist up after showing on these chats, and you have to fidget with something. Yeah, I was pretty good tonight, rough dog. I actually put my jeans on. I've got my jeans on. There you go. Because normally somebody asks about a piece of equipment, and if it's in this room anywhere, I can get up and go look for it. Patrick Wilson is a handsome man. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. From the Conjuring films. Not that Ed Warren was ugly. Not all. Patrick Wilson. Yeah. I think he plays that part really, really good. He's good in it. Me. Woohoo. Yeah. I don't know how YouTube picks whoever gets gifted. I don't know how it does it. It's not us. But yeah, that's cool. That's from Mike, one of our moderators. You've subscribed to Paranormal UK Search and you love them. Thank you for shouting them out. I'm always on the lookout for general paranormal teams, and they are genuine. Yeah, yeah. I can't remember what video they've done recently. I've slept since I probably told you. I've not got a very good memory. But if I mentioned them, yeah, they're cool. Trust the gift membership option be back on when you're skint. I'll have to do it a week on Sunday, Rachel. You don't have to do it at all, Rachel. Just having your presence here is enough. So Rachel is another one of our moderators. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. I just showed him. He agrees. Oh, the guitar. Yeah. 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 It took quite a bit, that, to be fair. I'm trying to think what was the hardest part. Obviously, the electrics, wiring the electrics and the coils up. But the coils are from this guy in Russia who hand builds the coils, and that's a really hard thing to do. So the hand wound using obviously a machine as well. Hello, Jack. How are you? Well done. Yeah, I go through phases. I built that through COVID. You know, when COVID first hit and we was kind of on lockdowns here in the UK. Both Tony and I like making things, and we said, "What can we build?" Tony said, "Well, I've made a guitar. Why don't you have a go?" So, all right then, I'll have a go at building it. I mean, it did give me a little bit of help because Tony is a qualified electrician. He just checked it to make sure I'd done it right. Active or passive pickups. One guitar player to another. I can't remember. I know the pots, what I put in, the volume, the treble and all that. The 500Ks, and you don't normally get that on a Strat. But I wanted a better output. I mean, obviously it's not going to make it louder, but the output is going to be nearly 3 times what it should be. So it's best played on a big amp. Tony actually, he got me those pickups for that guitar. Spooky Dookies reviews, as I think it was my birthday. He said, "I've got you these. Before you buy any for that guitar you're making, we'll stick these in it." So that's what we did. Straight from Russia. Is the REM pod no good? This is a big debate. Again, the REM pod isn't really designed to be a paranormal tool, is it? It is actually, the circuit of a REM pod is actually, what's the bloody name of it? It's a musical instrument. Can't remember. Somebody will remind me in a second. It's like what they play at the beginning of Star Trek. Do you know? I should know this because I've made some. Theremin. It's a theremin. That's it. I know somebody's going to type theremin. it's basically a musical instrument. What's got like the antennas, which gives you the pitch and the tone, and on a bigger one that is, you've got the volume as well. That is basically what it is. It, I suppose, if you want to have it as a trigger object, it can get your attention, but you can't use it as paranormal evidence because the circuitry is not shielded. And I've said that in a lot of videos, haven't I? But it's true. Radio waves, two-way radio, you just key the microphone, point the antenna at it, and it'll set it off. And we've debunked that as well. Do I play music with Tony? Not very often. We used to do a lot of practicing, but Tony's a lot better than I am. He was front man in a band. He was singer, drummer, and lead guitar. I'm okay, thanks, Jack. Can I sing? I can. Not very well. Rough Dog. What did he put? I didn't see it. You're dying. Found the story on Willoughby Spit goes way back, like to the 1700s. The shadow person being seen on that beach. I put a small part of the story on my community. Okay, cool. We'll need to look at that then after this live. So everybody, go over to SR Spookfest and check that video out, or the page on his community page, the post. You're so dumb. If you built a guitar, you'd wire it wrong. Touch a string and go up in a puff of smoke. They think I'm headbanging whilst I'm just having electric convulsion. To be fair, even if you wired it up wrong, you wouldn't blow it because there's no actual power going to a guitar. So the cable, I don't think I've got one. Oh, I've got everything in this room. I don't think it'll reach. It won't reach that far. I've got some guitar pedals and a wire. So the wire, what comes out of a guitar, doesn't have. It's not electric. It's not plugged into the mains. Basically, it's not electrified. So your pickups, when you're playing the strings, I'm gonna have to give you an example. So I've got a pink Strat here as well. So when you're playing the strings, these pickups have got little magnets in them, and the vibration from the metal strings goes into them, and the pickups go through the circuit in there, which the wire plugs in there, which goes into an amplifier, so you hear it through the amp. So there's no actual electric as such going through the guitar itself. So even if you did it wrong, it just wouldn't work. You wouldn't blow it up. Somebody was selling that. I've never seen the pink Strat, so I thought I'll buy that. The music thing. You forgot to. Theremin. Yeah, it was the theremin. I'm just catching up on these posts. Absolutely awesome, brother. Making something that also gives you creative way of expression is a win-win. Amazing that you took the time and created a way to express yourself. Yeah. Thank you very much, Spooky Dookies Reviews. It was just something to do through COVID to stop that boredom. Because here in the UK, I don't know how it was whereabouts you are in the UK or in the States, we wasn't allowed out the house apart from 1 hour's exercise. It was like being locked up, basically. I needed to do something. Any more hidden talents? I don't know. I think that's probably why we know quite a lot about equipment, because we can actually build most things that are on the market now. But it costs more to get the parts to build them yourself. You're better off just buying one off somebody, to be honest. Can I play a tune? I can very badly. Mark is underestimating how dumb I could be sometimes. Thanks for the explanation. That makes sense how you explain it. No, I'm not saying you're dumb at all. I actually asked the same thing. Tony being the qualified electrician between the both of us, I said the same thing. I said, I'm going to blow this up because I may have wired it up backwards. And he was the same. He said, no, there's no, if you look at it, there's no actual charge going through the circuit. All the amplification comes from the guitar amp itself. So I don't think you're dumb at all. Any of the mods do music. Seeing the beginnings of PSI band, can talk, gig the day, investigate at night. I'm not sure. I don't know if any of the other mods do any kind of musical instrument. Smack, hello. I didn't see you come in. Sorry, how are you doing? Trying to catch up on all the new videos being put out on at the same time. Oh, don't worry about it. I think quite a few of us are putting videos out today. It's middle of the week, isn't it? What other paranormal investigators are you going or planning to review? I'm not sure. You know, from a YouTube creator's point of view, you've kind of got to get the views to keep in the algorithm or get your algorithm going higher, which is getting views and people to click like on those videos and comment as well. We have the most success when we go for the bigger teams, you know, the bigger fakers, when we debunk them. But yeah, we'll pretty much do anybody, to be fair. Rachel, don't be cheeky. Can I play the piano? Not really. I mean, I've had a few keyboards, but I'm not very good at it. Can you play it, Stella? Oh, you're caught up on the videos now, Smack. Could have been the start of something good. Rough Dog. Yeah, to be fair, I think Tony and I could probably play something. And if we give the moderators, like, give one of them a tambourine, one of them a triangle, they can't go wrong, can they? But I think between us, we could actually get a song together, to be honest. You used to play the violin, Jack? Oh, yeah, I think you told me that before, didn't you? Yeah, Rough Dog, you can play the triangle for us. It's in the Senior Youth Orchestra. Cool. Have you got any footage of that, Jack? You adore the sound of a piano. My granddad could play the piano. You know, back in the day when pubs were pubs, he would go in, he'd sit playing the piano while people were around dancing and singing. I never actually I mean, it'd be cool to play it, but just don't have the time to learn it. Angie, you choose to watch me over the Ouija Brothers tonight, and that's saying something because they're one of your favorite. Oh, thank you very much. Isn't that really nice? I think that's it, isn't it? All us like debunkers, investigators, we go live on a Wednesday. These are like a pattern there. I try to look at a time when nobody else is doing it, but you can't help it. I do apologize. You're losing subs. You don't care, not doing YouTube for money or subs. It would be nice, but I have fun and love to look back. Make memories, no point if you do not have fun at doing something. Exactly, SR Spookfest. You know, while we're not investigating, we're putting these debunking videos on, so we have fun doing it. You've played piano since you was 5. Classical. Played the huge pipe organ at your church as a kid. Had keys to the church and went in whenever you wanted. Oh, Coldy. Have you got any videos on your channel? If not, why not? Get some videos up of you playing the keyboard. That'd be cool. Rachel, our moderator, can play three blind mice on the recorder. You're good at blowing a pipe, Rachel. You're in the States. The lockdown here was unfortunately devastating to small local economy. Yeah, it was here. We've lost a lot of businesses. Anyway, you can express ourselves and use creative approach is good for us all. It is. It helps, doesn't it? It keeps you sane as well. Yeah, Jack, if you have a look and send it. The harp and the drums. Wow. Yeah, I mean the harp's got it's got its own sound, hasn't it? It's a nice sound as well. Sounds like your grandpop too, who was a social butterfly. Your granddad was probably a really sweet man. He was. He died, sadly, just before I was born. I think my mum was pregnant with me, and she'd obviously had my older brother. But we've seen obviously the family photo albums and the stories and everything. But yeah, that's what he used to do. I'll just tell you something quick about my granddad, who obviously he's passed away now. He was in the war. He was in the East Yorkshire Regiment. He was a soldier. He was a driver. He used to drive the ammunition trucks between sites. He was up near, I think he was up near London, and that is about 3 to 4 hours drive from where I am now. And he had heard that the street what our family lived in had been bombed heavily. So he went AWOL and he made his way back home to check his family was still alive. I mean, this is the type of person he was. And I know you can't leave your post as a soldier, but he wanted to make sure his family was okay. And then when he found out there was all okay, he jumped back on a train and went back. But he got in trouble for it. He got done for it because he went AWOL. But I kind of respect him for doing that. It's probably something I would do. Got to make sure your family are okay. Gibson Epiphone, very nice electric guitar. Yeah. I've got one very similar to a Gibson. This is, let me see. I can't remember the name. It might be a vintage one. I don't know if you remember the Gibson did a Black Beauty for those musicians that are watching. Just wiping some of the dust off this one. This is kind of still getting. I've been fixing it. What is it? A Legacy. I mean, it's got all the mother of pearl. But as you can see, I'm still kind of fixing it. I need to put the other knobs and pick the pots. I've got some bigger pots for it. That is a vintage one. That's a really old one. It's worth a few quid. That sounds real nice. That's very similar to a Gibson. You can tell by the shape. Slightly different to the Epiphone, maybe. Evening all. Paranormal by the sea. We'll go off track a bit, don't we? You like the Ouija Brothers too? I can't say I've watched them. I know people are saying that they're good and things. I've never really watched them. You've enjoyed all the new stuff today, Smack. Excellent. Keep it up. That's our Spook Fest. Oh, hang on. Mike Williams has gifted. Am I real behind with these messages? another membership, and I believe Matt Wotton received it. Thank you so much, Mike. It's really, really kind. Play a bit of the harmonica as I spoke first. I've had a few goes on them, but I kind of fill them all with spit. I don't. It's pretty gross, to be honest. I'm just reading these comments. Having a look back to the future. More of my ghost hunts. All right, okay. I'm just looking at that. What you put as our spook fest. You like it, Jack? Kate is asking, where's everybody from? Well, we are based in East Yorkshire. I know Jack is, Rachel is, Mike. Is it Kent? Mike? I'll let everybody explain where they're from. Beverly, thank you for the $2. That's very kind. Do appreciate it. Well, Mike's gifted 3 memberships. Oh, I've missed one. Who else have I missed? It's because the chat section on my desktop is going up really quick. I'm trying to keep up with them all. Smack in Pennsylvania. Norfolk, Virginia here. SR Spook Fest grew in Bridgewater Triangle, Massachusetts. Look up documentary on it. It's called the Bridgewater Triangle. Cool. Stella is Stockport, Greater Manchester, UK. Down the road from us. About an hour's drive, hour and a half, something. Michigan, United States. Checking in. Spooky Dookies reviews. East Coast baby, says D. Your roots are in Scotland. Yeah, well, my family come from Scotland, hence the surname what I've got. It's a Scottish surname. Edzell Castle was our family castle, or relatives, you know what I mean, down the line. But I have no claims to it, which is a shame. Or what's left of it. Beverly is Michigan, USA. Cool. You just got your review from YouTube. It says you have more people from the UK watching than anywhere else. SR Spookfest. Yeah. I'm the other way around. I have more where I'm from, UK, and less American. You'd think, based in where you are, you'd have more American viewers than English viewers. Dee's from Pennsylvania. Matt is from Bedford. Smack is South Carolina. When am I doing my next investigation or debunk video? I'm going to have a look this week to see who else has done some fakery. Welcome, Beverly Stout, to the VIP membership. You're one of the cool. Everybody's cool, to be honest. But the Annabelle Project, which is featured on the Roku channel, what we do is for VIP members only. So when the episode 7 goes up, you'll be able to watch the other 6. Episode 7 hopefully is coming soon. We just had to move location. Dee's saying, wish my ancestors had a effing castle. That's awesome. I have to go to the Wheelton Down Museum down south. It's nice. I've seen it on TV. Is it haunted, Jack? You've got a lot of family in Scotland and Ireland. Both places are really nice, aren't they? I'd rather be in either than where I am now because the city we're in is shite. There's some nice people in it though. Grandpa came over as a child. He died in '64 and still had that brogue. He still had the accent, did he, Smack? You've got Dee's got family in Ireland and Italy. You know, we're talking about getting a Discord channel. I had a Discord channel before. I got it banned because I was advertising our videos all over the place, basically, and didn't like it. So we're going to start another one and put all the members in it. It'll be cool. So we'll be able to chat all day long. You know, we'll do your heads in, basically. Matt Wotton, thank you so much for the £2. You just put two towards the membership receipt. No, there's no need to do that, but that is really, really kind. Rough Dog is out in the sticks, North Shropshire, Wales border. Here, Londoner originally. All right, that's cool. There's a lot of castles in Wales. Your aunt's got a haunted house in Ireland. Always wanted to go. SR Spook Fest. You need to go and take your video camera with you. You know, you think I'll do it one day, and it never happens. And by the time it's come around to wanting to do it properly, you're too old and you can't do it. That's what I've started to learn. So, you want me to debunk mediums? I've actually debunked Paranormal Dan, which he's an alleged tarot reader, but he can't read tarot. He's crap. He kind of bullies people into giving him money. Who was the other one? Who was that other guy who's up his own ass? Jesse King is a psychic. And there's the other one, I can't remember her name, what Tony did. And she goes into like a trance state and she starts talking like a man. And she got really offended. And she was emailing us on Facebook, on both our emails, and then privately through Messenger to me and Tony. And she was getting very aggressive. And she's saying, "We've got bad energy." And I'm like, well, we've got an opinion. You're just talking in a man's voice. It's not a man you are channeling. But yeah, we'll have a look. If you've got any names for any mediums you can think of, or you think a proper, what's the word, a bullshit in the way through it, we'll have a look. But we have done several psychics before. Can't wait to rewatch the Annabelle Project. Now I can watch all episodes. Sweet. Yeah, yeah. I think my favourite out of the Annabelle Project so far is episode 3 and episode 5. So there's 2 at the minute. The others were good, but them 2 particularly had things going off more than the others. Beverly's been watching the channel for some time now. I'm happy to help with the channel. Oh, thanks very much. We are happy that you're watching, and I hope we entertain you. It's always good to have people coming back. I mean, this is why we do these, like on a Wednesday, these lives with the community, because, you know, you guys give us ideas and I'm always writing stuff down. And we like to do what you guys want to see. So more psychic mediums. And we always say that to a psychic medium. I say, which one are you then? Are you a psychic or a medium? Because there's a difference. Tyler Henry. Is that a medium? Hello, Babsy. Didn't see you come in. So Babs is another one of our moderators. Have you debunked any American mediums? I shall have a look. I'm sure I could. I know all the tricks. It's a museum. All centuries old buildings being brought from the original place. All right, Jack. I'll have to have a look. John Sixth Sense and his Mrs. Jojo. You to think they were genuine, but you're not sure. I've got a debunk list. I've got 2 names on it. Like Mackie and Amanda. Mackie and Amanda. There's another one. That's a classic. If a medium gets possessed by a ghost of the opposite sex, are they trans spiritualist? That probably is the correct term, isn't it? Good evening. Tyler Henry Young, Hollywood medium. Tyler Henry Young. You know, if I watch them, I mean, some of them do my head in, to be honest. I think if they're fleecing people for money, then they need debunking. But if they're genuinely trying to help people, I kind of just let it slide. Matt Wotton. Oh, yeah. It was funny. Daz Games. He does a lot of paranormal vids. Okay. All right. I'll have a look. I'll write that down. Teresa Caputo. That sounds familiar. Is she on one of the TV things? Is it her with the dark hair who wears a lot of makeup? Kind of got a 60s vibe or a 50s vibe. Was it? She a Long Island medium? Is it? Is that her name? There's a few on TikTok. There's loads on TikTok. What you could debunk. Babs is saying, please tap the screen. Tap the screen, Babs. I don't think you can. Oh, you can if you're on your phone. Yeah, because I'm on a desktop. Hit that heart button. Kim Russo. Take some seed. Oh, I need to take some headache tablets before I try and debunk Mackie and Amanda, do I? Tyler Henry. I think people like him, Jack. You went to a medium for a reading. Unbeknown to you, he was assaulting women. You had a lucky escape. Yes, certainly did. You never know what goes on behind closed doors. But you know what I mean? Being brought up in spiritualist churches and everything, I can tell you 95% of self-proclaimed mediums or psychics are fake. Very few people with a gift. You know, you've got to be really, really careful. You'll always find as well the genuine ones kind of don't charge. They do it for free. You can click the heart button, but it doesn't do anything as yet. Mine does. I'm clicking on it. Look, the love hearts come up. Capusa has hair, sprayed blonde hair, Long Island medium. Oh, she's proper annoying. She does my head in. You have to wear ear defenders. Has you got nails like this, like 6 inches long? Is that the same one, or is it two people? Raggy the cringe rabbit monkey freak. Hello, how are you doing? I'm glad you're back. Haven't seen you for a while. Obviously, you've been overseas. I hope you've had a good time. Smack is saying you need a fifth of a bottle of Jack Daniels before you deal with Mackie and Amanda. Yeah, it's like that with the paranormal twins, twin paranormal. They make my head bang. Sam and Colby are bad, but I think twin paranormal are worse. Kelsey Davis. Are Mackie and Amanda the stoners that went to Disneyland? Asks Matt. I don't know. Oh, somebody said yes. Long nails don't know how she wipes her ass, D. I don't get it. I don't know they can wipe their ass either. He charged you, Stella, a load. He charged you a load of money. He told me at the time when I need. Okay, so he told you things you needed to hear. So he's probably reading your body language and reading um, you. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So if he knows things are going on in your life, he's going to make his story fit you, basically. And that's what people do. And they'll always tell you, you've got a grandparent coming through, but they'll describe you, but an older person. And if there's an accident, it's always in a red car. Don't do Mackie and Amanda. They're so cringe. Jack Omar. Agreed on the Crayola kids. A spooky dooky review. Most people with an actual gift do not charge for services. It's because their authenticity know from where the information is coming from. Yeah. Back in the day when I used to do it, we never. I mean, PSI first started as kind of psychic development and for kids with psychic issues. Before we started investigating, and people used to come to me because I was able to do psychometry. When you hold an object, and I started writing things down. Never charged the person anything, a penny. I was happy if they made me a cup of tea and gave me a biscuit. I'm easily pleased. And it got too bad though. People were constantly contacting me and say, "I need to come down. Can you give me a reading of this?" And it just got on my nerves. I had to stop doing it. What's my opinion on apps? We don't use apps, Paranormal by the Sea. You can't use them as evidence. First of all, I mean, I can't remember. We've done quite a few videos on phone apps, but you get your phone, you accept your app, and it says you've got to give it permission to use like your camera and to basically be put on your phone. But what you're also doing by giving it permission is giving it permission to read your files. So these apps start coming out with words, and you're thinking, that's just happened. How does it know that? It must be paranormal. But it's not. It's going into your messages, basically. It's pulling out keywords, and it's just basically playing them. As you know, some of them as well, they take your voice and play it backwards. Obviously, your phone's got a microphone in it. They are just for entertainment, and I would just treat it as that. I don't use them for paranormal investigating. Tony doesn't. PSI do not use apps. But if you want to use them, you use them. Whatever makes you feel good. But, if it's coming out with things and you're making claims with it, you've got to prove it, basically. And it's hard to prove when, you've given it permission to go on your phone and look at your phone. More Sagi. That rings a bell. If Bedo's done them, I try not to do them. like to cover the same things. If has Beardo done that? I think he probably has. You meant it doesn't do anything in terms of the channel. Oh, I get what you mean now, Rachel. Yeah. Okay. I love how you guys talk even in text. You gave Sean from TRP $100 for nothing. Why? Smack? Was you feeling generous that day? It's a very nice thing to do. Apps can be interesting if they add up to what you're asking. It would spit out demon and scary phrases a lot. Yeah, that phone app, what twin paranormal use, easily debunked. That's freaking interesting if they add up to what you're asking. Spit out demon. I've just said that one. £35 a few years ago. All right. I mean, I've noticed when we do obviously tarot reading, or if we've ever done any kind of mediumship for the public, I've always noticed it's nearly always female that want to know more. It's males aren't that bothered. I wonder why that is. Wish you'd have known about me when your son was little. Oh, you know about me now, Stella. We don't use them. No, we don't use them either. Paranormal by the Sea. I'm just sorry. I'm just catching up on these. Kelsey Davis and Omar, they use cat balls and necrometer. Okay. They had fun with it. I mean, as long as they're having fun, you can't really use it as genuine evidence. Have I done Really Haunted? I've done one on Really Haunted. He's DR60. It's on the page somewhere. Smack. Donny Drunkard. Who are all these names? You got an app saying Spanish Donkey. Don't look that up. Made you crack up. Oh, no, I'm going to have to. Everybody, get your phone and look for Spanish Donkey. Love and prosperity is existence, right? Not a profit margin of charlatans providing sleight of hand and cheap tricks, spooky dooky review. Yeah, I agree. But there's that old tradition, old like gypsies, like Romanian gypsies especially. You would literally cross the palms with silver, and that's where it comes from. It's just a token. So, you know, if people are giving you free readings, it's still up to you if you want to gift them, you know. Has anyone seen Lenny Ben cashing in on the Miami alien sighting? Is this the one in the shopping mall? I've seen something pop up on my news feed. I haven't actually looked at it. You know what Lenny and Ben are? Well, it's Ben, isn't it? But Lenny's just as guilty because she's with him, even though it's him doing it. I can imagine that's what Ben from Lenny and Ben is doing. You know, whenever there's any drama, because Lenny and Ben's being debunked that much, he has to find a new path. He has to do something new. So what he does is he's doing not exactly what debunkers are doing, but he's looking for gossip and trying to make a big thing about it. Whereas we kind of go for to debunk these fakers. He'll support the fakers as well. But it doesn't surprise me with Lenny and Ben. He's trying to get his views up. Psychic Sally. I know what you mean, Rachel. Yeah. I do know a story about Psychic Sally. I won't go too much into it. She was doing some stage reading, people like a paid event, ticketed event, um, and she actually had an earpiece in. They had a small. You might have heard this story. There was a small room at the side of the stage, and the little room had its window open, and somebody could see and hear somebody on a microphone talking into her earpiece. These people, well, obviously, they have them standing in the queue as people are queuing to get in, listening and taking stories. Like they're like plants. They're planted in the audience, and they take note on everything, and they pass it to the stage hand, whoever is on the microphone. That's the story I heard, and she obviously denied it. So I do know she is, yeah. Men don't even ask questions about things. A friend was in ER hubs, told me, asked which hospital. Yeah, I agree. Men totally are different to women in not just the obvious ways, but everything. Women have got higher pain thresholds as well. Men are just fannies, basically. Pyramid gadget. For yes, no, pyramid gadget. Never heard of that. You know, when I do debunk some of these videos, I literally can't remember who's asked me to do it. So I do apologize if I don't mention your name in it. Angie refuse. I give them any views. Is that Laney and Ben? Spirituality is free for us all. We are all gifted, to be fair. Um, just that some people haven't chosen to develop that, but we have all got that natural sixth sense. Your auntie does automatic writing. You've seen her do people. It's great. She's like 90, but she has done it for over 70 years. Never makes people pay. SR Spookfest. Yeah, I find it interesting. I've seen it. I've got a cousin, and she is gifted, but she does drawings. She's a psychic artist. Rather than writing, she draws pictures, what she's seeing. Um, and she doesn't charge anybody unless obviously they're calling her out to go travel and do something. Then obviously it's only fair that they pay fuel prices at least. D, yeah, I'll have a look at the yes no pyramid gadget. I've never heard of it. Proving demons. Is that another one? Oh, my list's getting longer. Got little post-its all over the place. Who was it who had the salt gun? Is that them, Jaya? That is ridiculous. They've been watching too many movies, too much supernatural. You know, with Sam, the Winchesters, and is it Sam and Dean? You know, if I do that, I will proper take the piss. D saying, "We are men. We love you as you are." Yeah, we are. And you know, when obviously a woman gets a cold and a man gets a cold, and they call it man flu. You know why men suffer with it more? Because their immune system is shite compared to a woman's. A woman's is a lot better. So men, when they are ill, they're ill, basically. It's useless information, I'm telling you there. Man Seed and Foreman Brothers use the yes no. Okay. You believe a man should be a man and a woman should be a woman. Old fashioned, I guess. Yeah, Angie, I agree. But in things change. Some people want to be a rabbit or a dog. That is entirely up to them. I may think they're crazy, but if they want to act like a cat or a dog or whatever, that it's their life, innit? That's what I say. Is that what we're talking about? I can't believe there's more than two genders. Your ex went to see Sally Morgan about 6 months ago at Bedford. Oh, she called read, and she actually said after she thought it could be called reading. Yeah, yeah. Matt, I've heard a lot about Sally Morgan. Sky, good day. How are you doing? Brew Productions video on proving demons and his salt gun, so I didn't have to give his shitty channel. All right, Boo Production. Oh yeah, Jeff. Boo Production. They're friends of ours. He's Jeff is also part of the Warren Foundation for Paranormal Research. That's how we know him, because we're all in it. And he did actually contact me. I was having a chat with him the other night on one of his lives. So again, yeah, if Jeff's done it, then I don't want to duplicate what Jeff's done. But yeah, Boo Productions. Is it Boo Production Paranormal? If you go over and subscribe, tell them PSI sent you. Your husband uses a salt gun to kill the flies. True. That a salt gun would probably be good for getting rid of slugs and things, wouldn't it? I'd just probably shoot people with it. I mean, it's going to sting in it if you get shot with some salt. You don't think men are able to cope during childbirth, Kate? No, if men had babies, we wouldn't cope at all. But when my partner was having my youngest, I was there, and I didn't pass out. I was surprised. I was sat with her, Tina, one of the other moderators, and all I can say is she did fantastic. I was nearly sick all over her. Yeah, it's good that I was there for my son's birth, but not good because I was going to pass out and puke everywhere. You are a meat popsicle, SR Spookfest. Source created us all. Yes. You just got flu. Have you, Jay? Oh, yeah, you did say earlier, didn't you? I hope you get well really, really quick. I used to take a lot of Lemsips, we put the powder in the drink. That used to sort me out, but I can't have that now because I'm on like blood pressure tablets. You can't take that. You want to go to the Warren Museum? It's close to your parents' house. I'll have to ask if I can go do a video hookup. SR Spookfest. Yeah, yeah. Oh, what's his name? Tony. Is it Tony Spera? He's married to Judy, sorry, the daughter of Ed and Lorraine. He doesn't actually. He's not involved in the Warren Foundation. He's Nespar, Nespr. But if you can get a video hookup, I would love to go in that with you. The salt gun doesn't hurt. Boo Productions. Where do you get these salt guns from? Sally Morgan at New Theatre in Hull. All right. Kept going to the same people. Yeah, she probably had plants in the audience, Jack. She has been kind of caught out before doing things like that. So Boo Productions is in. That is Jeff. So you need to go over, if you get chance, go watch some of his videos and subscribe. Your husband said gutting a deer was easier than watching childbirths. Mark, I mean, I had to be there, didn't I, during childbirth? But I know what he's saying. And when you see all that happening, you think, I'm not going there again, but you do. You go back. Hot toddy. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that they're said to work. I don't really like whiskey. I mean, considering I've got a Scottish background as well. Whoever said about childbirth, this is Matt, by the way, not me. Whoever said about childbirth, women saying giving birth is so painful, but happy to do it again. Ask a man if he's happy to be kicked in the nuts twice. No. Sorry, ladies, just trying to be funny. That's Matt. Yeah, I know where you're coming from there, Matt. You've tried to go to the museum at the Warrens, it's closed because of COVID. I believe it's open again now. SR Spookfest, I don't think it is open again. Jeff would know better than me, Boo Productions, but I'm sure it was closed down. What were the circumstances? I did read it, I can't remember. And I was looking for a new place to do it. That is what I know of it or what I've heard about it, but Boo Productions would know. Yeah, there you go. Jeff said the museum is permanently closed. I mean, it's a shame because there's a lot of us that would love to visit. But I do think he was looking for somewhere else to put all the stuff from the museum to open again. But again, Jeff would know more than me. Yeah, Jeff, we saw somebody just said you did a video about proving demons using a salt gun. I need to have a look at that. I haven't watched it yet. Cool, Jack. Yeah, do a video with your spirit box. Stella, you had a C-section as well. Yeah, like I said, my partner did as well. It has to be done, obviously, but so Boo Productions, Jeff is saying people were blocking all the streets in the neighborhood. It is a residential neighborhood. Yeah, it's not for business as such like that. Oh, sorry, D. Take care. Have a good night, D, if you're shooting off. If you could go check out some haunted objects, I would. I mean, there's a lot of people that claim to have haunted museums, but they're just coining in on it, I think. Tony lets rich YouTubers into the museum occasionally. All right. I don't think we're rich enough, Boo Productions. It's a shame. There's some cool stuff I'd like to see in there. Maybe Tony could do like a virtual tour, what people could watch, of the museum. Obviously, do it into different parts. That'd be cool for us that aren't rich enough to go around. Boo Productions Paranormal. Sky Talker just sub to you. Cool. Callum's not good with blood. Cut yourself yesterday. Nearly passed out. Had to lay down. Violently sick, but you're okay. Oh, I'm glad you're okay, Callum. Just get it sorted out. Thank you, D. Have a good night. Overnight spent 7 nights in there recently. Overnight? Who's that? 7 nights in the Warren Museum. Interview Joe Frank sometime about the museum. Boo Productions Paranormal. I'll write that down and I'll see if I can sort something out. Spooky Dookie's reviews is saying, for those interested in my wife and I were denied access to the Warren Foundation through the United States after a lengthy application process, providing background information. All right. I mean, obviously that's, we don't know anything about that, but good, Callum. If I could go, where would I love to investigate? Quite a few places, but I think most of them are in the States where we want to go. We nearly went this year, but I don't think we're going now. Gettysburg would be a cool place, you know, where obviously all the battles were. That's just one. There's loads of places. Renowned organisations to be careful to who accept in their club. Yeah, I mean, we're in the Warren Foundation for Paranormal Research. We haven't had any issues, to be honest. We're all right. We all have a catch up. I think about once a month, depending if the director's busy. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Alcatraz. That'd actually be cool. Yeah. Wales. Wales would be cool to go to. I know there's a lot of castles in Wales. We haven't done a castle yet. Have to jet and feed the fam. Beverly, yeah, cool. Thanks for stopping by, Beverly. It's been cool to see you again. Yeah, we do appreciate it. It's good to have a chat with everybody. Only been chased once by a homeless person while investigating. People are the scariest thing. They are. Yeah, I mean, obviously you get people that are sleeping rough, and if you don't know they're there, it can be terrifying. York would be cool to investigate some places there. The amount of history there would be amazing, but expensive. Castles on your bucket list. I mean, there's a few down the coast from us. I have messaged them before and I've had no response. May try contacting them again if we offer them some money. Not a lot though, and see if they'll let us in. I think a lot of it is because their insurances don't cover people filming on a night in the dark because it is dangerous, really. Take care, Beverly. When you win the lotto, it will shout us a trip to Aussie. We need a wizard. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Australia is a nice place, but it's very, very hot, and pretty much everything there kills you if you get bit or stung. But yeah, that'd be cool. Come and have a few beers and a barbecue. Night, Jack. Oh, what time is it? Oh, I've just seen the time. So yeah, I suppose I better shoot off, and I've got a list to check out. I'm not going to check it tonight. I've got a few things to do, and have a look at a few people that want me to look at somebody or some people. There's about 15 names there. You really want to go exploring? You and your mum are up for it. I'd probably recommend if you just want to explore, go during the day. So I'm going to shoot. It's been cool talking to you all and catching up with everybody. I do appreciate you coming and having a chat with us. I'm trying to think when we're next live. Don't know, because obviously Tony's moving house. So Rough Dog, if you win the big lotto, I'll sponsor you to do PSI full time and get your family castle back. Oh, thanks very much, Rough Dog. I do appreciate that. Edzell Castle. If you type that into Google, it was owned by the Lindsay clan, and that's where I basically come from. Where's Mason tonight? He's back at school now, so he's in bed. Good night, Callum. Good night, Rough Dog. Oh, thanks very much, Smack. I appreciate you coming. Yeah, Mike. I do appreciate Mike, Babs, Rachel, and all the other moderators that come in and help out. It is excellent. Very kind of you, Mike, to give people memberships. Buskin is off this weekend, Rough Dog. But the beers are cold. You won't even notice the redback spider on the toilet seat. Oh, I don't want. I heard about that bloke sitting on the toilet and getting bit back. There was a nest of black widows. Good night, Rachel. Thanks for coming. Great chat, Angie. Boo Productions Paranormal. Thank you so much. And everybody go over there and subscribe to Jeff. I need to check you out as well, Jeff. That new video you've put with the salt gun. You have to get a pepper one as well, so you can do salt and pepper. Matt, thanks so much. You take care as well. Chat is awesome. It's not even scripted. We just come out with all this stuff, don't we? Good night, all. Spooky Dookie's reviews. Yeah, I agree with that. For those wishing to pursue the paranormal research, please just be aware to do so in the context of scientific research and documentation. Exactly. Thanks so much, Kate, for coming. Bye, Angie. Bye, Sky. Have I missed anybody? SR Spookfest, you are the wizard. Take care. I'll see you all real soon. Good night, Paranormal by the Sea. Thanks for coming. See you later, Kate.